Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. So it's been a week since I visited you, and so it's time for another visit. And yeah, before I start, let me just show you the another tank dress that I bought. So yeah, this is in another color. Um, Last week I showed you this in army green. It's like a dark army green, and this one is like light purple lilac. Yeah, yeah, it's nice. I like it. Soft. It's polyester, extra small. Yeah, I can't show you the side because tummy's sticking out. I'm eating lots of fiber, lots of veggies in here, and fruit. There's lots of watermelon in here and lots of cabbage in here. And other food, bananas, other food too, regular food too. Um, yeah, it's comfortable. I like it. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I'm not looking too skinny anymore. Yeah. But it doesn't appear to feel too tight. This extra small, it feels comfortable. It feels like perfect because I was wondering if I need to be size small. And if I'm not size small, if extra small is not too small for me, then I'm underweight. But I guess I can't tell by that. Just from seeing. Sorry, I knocked that mic. I know that could be loud for you. Um, yeah, I was saying that I thought that I need to be small and not extra small to be weight appropriate. But for me, my natural weight before I got sick, was kind of small. Of course, I wasn't shopping Shein back then, so I can't really compare apples to apples. But I feel like my weight is starting to normalize. I'm not looking as skinny as I used to. It'll be interesting to know how much I weigh. I have electric scales at home sitting in the guest room for years that I haven't used because I never changed out that battery. I thought about getting a battery, ordering it from Walmart yesterday along with my home delivery. But knowing me, I'm gonna use those scales about 2, 3 times and then lose interest and just not be bothered with weighing myself ever again. Because when I first got those scales, um, I had to buy a battery for it too. And right now, the cheapest one for the 9-volt battery at Walmart is $5. And so I used these scales maybe 2, 3 times, and then I just let it sit there. I was not interested in taking my weight anymore because it was like the same each time I weighed myself. It's like there's no change here. This is just it, my regular weight. It's not going to change up or down. Maybe 1 pound, 2 pound at most. It'll fluctuate, but it's basically the same. And over the years, it's been the same. And so I've been like the same weight all my adult life, all my healthy adult life. Um, so, uh, I know that I wouldn't be bothered. I just couldn't be bothered to weigh myself. So knowing me, I would get this battery for $5, and then I would use the scales not even a handful of times, and then just not weigh myself anymore. Because knowing me, my weight doesn't fluctuate very quickly anyway. And so what's the point? So I didn't get the battery. And so I still have no idea how much I weigh. Usually I only find out my weight when I go for a doctor visit, and then it will be the same as it was last time, except for when I got sick 2 years ago. Some of you may not know that I'm a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with cancer 2 years ago, and I had to take intensive chemotherapy and also maintenance therapy for 2 years after that. And so no longer taking any medication now. I have even weaned off levothyroxine, which is the thyroid medication. So I am on 0 medications for a month. 0 chemo for more than 6 months now, since November last year. November last year was when I stopped. Yeah. But right now, all medication free. Only thing I'm taking now is vitamin D, which I get over the counter. It's just a supplement because I don't get enough sun. That's it. Yeah. But when I got sick and had to take chemo, my weight went down to 79 pounds. And it was a slow process getting my weight to come up again. So I don't gain weight easily. I might still be working on weight gain. I don't know unless I weigh myself if I'm back to baseline or not. But it's looking like it's pretty close because I've always been slim, always been small, and that's my baseline, my healthy baseline. So yeah, but I want to pose for a Shein review because Shein always asks their customers, every customer, for reviews. And so there's this list of reviews I still need to make. So some pictures for review because if I include pictures, I get some extra points just for reviewing, just for putting any review, good or bad. They'll reward you with points, and those points are converted to discount for the next purchase. It's just a few cents. It's just 15 cents for a picture review, but it can add up. If I add up all my purchases, it can add up. That's for every customer. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's a post for Shein review. Yeah. Oh, Shein review. So today, I thought we'd just talk about Adam's comment, because Adam commented on my previous video, and I think it would be nice to keep the conversation going, Adam. And what you commented on may be interesting to others too, and not just me. I was interested in your comment. You always have interesting things to say. Yeah. So I was talking last time. I was telling you all we all need household robots because I don't want to do housework. I don't want to do it, but I have to. Yesterday was my housework day. First day off. Today, second day off. Yesterday I did the bare minimum housework because I was tired. I did the sweeping because I would sweep the hair off the floor. Just the Swiffer thing. Use the Swiffer, the wet mop, disposable mop wipes to get the hair off. And that's pretty much all. I didn't mop. After I did that, I was looking at the floors and I was thinking, actually, it don't look real dirt. It don't look dirty. I think I don't need to mop, So I'm just doing bare minimum. I don't leave clutter anywhere anyway. I keep my home clutter free 100% of the time. So basically, all my housework involves dusting and mopping. That's it. And sweeping, which I will do that as my bare minimum, you know. But I might have wiped a little bit in the bathroom, yeah, and a little bit of dusting in the bedroom, just a little bit here and there, because I was tired. I went to bed early, slept like a rock. I was so tired. Uh, I had cooked cabbage, a lot of it, and I ate the whole thing. And after I ate that whole thing, I was so tired. It was like, how could this food is draining all my energy? They did say that digestion can take 90% of your energy, and it sure did. It felt like it took 100% of all my energy. I guess all that fiber or whatever. But I did eat other food, but too. But I ate a lot of cabbage, and yeah, um. Yeah, we were talking about robots, meaning household robots. and okay, Adam posted a new short of pictures he made with AI of futuristic robots. And also, the robots were doing household stuff, and they were good. The shorts were good. And also, you had some shorts, another short of your latest AI dog pictures, and those are always cute. Yeah. And you went to Aldi? I go to Aldi every week lately. Aldi, yeah. I go there every week for my produce because produce is expensive, and Aldi seems to be cheaper than Walmart. Yeah, which is still expensive. It adds up. Can't eat healthy for cheap anymore. It's worth it. We need to stay healthy. And Aldi bought from Adam bought from Aldi their brand of white cheddar flavor popcorn, and also their version of fig Newtons, which you call fake Newtons, and they're really good. Oh yeah, they're good. It's been a while since I had those. Love popcorn, so addictive. Yeah. But I can't have corn anymore. Medical media said no corn. And but I used to be addicted to anything corn. I would eat fresh corn, corn chips. My favorite thing that I'm addicted to the were the corn tortilla chips. And I wouldn't even, people use it to dip salsa in. And I prefer it without the salsa. I want that corn, smoky corn flavor. And I would eat the big family size bag in a day. I would sit there and eat that and drink my water and be a happy camper. I would bring that to work and snack on that all day, snack on that at home all day. I'll eat other food too, but that was one of my favorite snacks. And you say that fig Newtons are good. Yeah, they are good. Yeah, I haven't had those in a while. And you watched a movie called Argo from 2012, starring Ben Affleck. It's based on a true story of an attempt to rescue American hostages in Iran. Yeah, in Iran in 1979. It was very good and so suspenseful, you said. And you think it was the Best Picture winner. I think it did win some awards, Adam, because I was looking at it, the trailer for it, and it looked real good. Yeah, and I looked at the rating on IMDb. The IMDb rating is 7.7 for that movie, I think, which is very good. And I think Rotten Tomatoes gave it 96% positive rating. I think that's the rating system. How many percentage of people liked it? Let's see. What was that? Argo. Look at it again. 2012 film, released in 2012. Rotten Tomatoes. Let me see. I just want to know the rating system. 96% is very high. What exactly does that entail? 96%. Oh, tomato meter. It means that 96% of professional critics liked it. I think these are it says all critics. Okay, I see what they mean. Those who actually wrote down a review. So it could be the audience, not just the professional critics, all critics, including the audience, viewers, like you and me. Because not everybody leaves written reviews. Some people just give it a star rating and no written reviews. For the popcorn meter, for all audience that gave it a rating and doesn't always leave a comment, it's 90%. But those who actually left a written review are usually those who are, looked at the movie more intently. I would go with that one, with that rating. 96% of them liked it, said it's fresh, and 15%, no, 96%. So 4% said it was rotten, which they don't like. But that's majority liked it. Okay, just curious to know how their rating system worked. Okay. Letterboard, Metacritic, 86%. Okay. Those are the people who rated it. I think the most common rating system is actually Rotten Tomatoes. Is the most popular rating system. The IMDb, I don't know, I tend to go for that one too. But I saw the trailer for it. I think it looked really good. Yeah. Though, you know what? I question the wisdom of showing this event so publicly when I thought about it, because this is a political strategy that worked, but it worked through deception. We don't want to remind the enemy to um, be extra vigilant because deception was the only way we could get into this country to rescue our people. You know what I mean? And so we want them to forget this whole event because we might need to use this kind of deception again in the future to rescue more of our people. You know what I mean? So it's not good to publicize a political strategy so publicly, so widely, globally available. You know, movies are globally available, even to the bad people, you know, even to terrorists. We don't want to just disclose anything confidential to terrorists. I mean, it's good for us to know about the story. It's super interesting, and but I question the wisdom of just reminding the terror terrorist countries to be on their guard against the deceptive tactics like this. Yeah, that's my humble opinion. you know, but but um, I think any movie based on a true story or based on like an biography of somebody's life, I think all of those are worth watching. Yeah, because I'm not really into fictions a lot of times. I'm not really into fiction, but if it's a movie based on a story, I take it much like a documentary, and that would interest me way more than any fiction would, because it'll be worth my time, you know. Yeah. So it's interesting how they replicated the look of the 1970s. I'm just looking at Ben Affleck's hair look. That's common in the 70s when the Bee Gees were around. That's like the Bee Gee look when Andy Gibb was looking so good with that short trim beard. I don't usually like beards. I don't. But when it's real short like that, real short and neat like that, um, a good looking guy can still look good looking. Now this we had the beard trend here too. Has it stopped or is it still there? I don't know. But we had the bushy beard trend, and to me that's not good. That's looking like Santa Claus, looking like Grandpa, and you can't even make out the man's face, and in no way, shape, or form does it make the man look better. Only worse. It just hides the man's face. You know, if a man happens to be handsome, you cannot tell that he's handsome, okay? He looks just like any other bearded guy to me. They might as well be clones to me. They might as well be twins, triplets. Uh, to me, one bearded guy looks just like another, and I can't tell who's who. I can't recognize who's who if they have a full beard, which was popular. I think still is. So, but back in the 70s when they have the neat little short beard, tiny little hardly little beard, it is all bearded here. That's attractive. Actually, a goatee can be attractive. Neat short goatee. I don't like mustache. Nah. If you're gonna have a mustache, go ahead and have the goatee. But yeah, just my humble opinion. You might disagree. Some of you ladies like beards. Yeah, it's subjective. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, for sure. This beholder is just giving out her preferences. Yeah, but yeah, and the clothes they wear, you know, So, yeah, clothes they wear is not the. I was just noting the hair. The hair is different, and I like those 70s hair and the 70s look. I do. It looks good on a man. Some men look good on with long hair. Yeah, can look real good, like like um. Can't think of any right now. Avoid um editing because I can't be bothered with it, and therefore you all get this long visit because I don't edit nothing. I might as well go live because I don't. I come with no preparation and no editing. I must be live. It won't make any difference. Okay, yeah, good movie, and I think they replicated the cars of the 70s. So it's interesting. They replicated the color. In the 70s, movies have a certain different color to it, I think. Though I'm not sure. I don't know, it's just a whole different atmosphere in the 70s movies. Just a whole different flavor, if you will, whole different feel to it. And it makes you feel like you're in a different era, a different world. That's how I feel. And so, yeah, they replicated that, I think, pretty well. Reminds me of any movie in the 70s, I think, just looking at the trailer, because I used to watch 70s movies and enjoy it too. Yeah, so, um, let's get back to your comment, Adam. I think that's all you said. I think that's all the time we have to talk because um you already been rambling 28 minutes because I don't edit or anything and so the visits get long, but yeah, I'll see you all next time. Enjoy your week, have a good week. I go back to work tomorrow. I got a whole bunch to do today. I still need to wash my bedding and prep my food. Yeah, because a lot of my fruit, my produce are not organic, and so I soak them in baking soda and rinse them, and that takes time. So I have a lot of that to do for all my produce for the week. I don't do that for all veggies, just for the ones that they say are part of the dirty dozen that have a lot of pesticides in them, like peaches and nectarines, and yeah, you know. So I'll do that. I tried to play the piano. I still haven't sang, thought about it, but just didn't. And I don't know if I will. Don't know what I'll do today. I'll try getting a neighborhood stroll in. I'm feeling tired. Really, all I want to do is just chill and watch YouTube. That's really all I want to do, but I might play the piano. I'll see. So, I'll see you next time. I'll visit with you next time. Yeah, probably in a week from now. And have a good week. I hope you all have a good week. Bye.